All right, so we are in the imaginationart.app animal art page. This is the animal art and sticker designer. On here, you get buttons that you can click on to produce your design. Okay, so very simple. And then we will use AI to generate it. So first thing we're going to do is pick what option. Now, is this going to be for print, sticker with borders, stickers with a background, just for online use? We're going to do print because we are trying to create a cover for a notebook or notepad. So the animal, or I would say insect that we are choosing, we're going to say it's a dog, or you can add any custom. So I am actually going to say I want a female white poodle dog. I will add this, and then I can either go to surprise me, and then our animal arts application will just randomly select something for us, or we can select it ourselves. So do we want this to be a watercolor, anime, pixel art, oil painting, a 3D? So it's got different options that you can choose from. Okay, so I'm actually going to say chibi, which is like a cute doll character description, because that is kind of like my theme in my Printify store. So what kind of clothing are we adding onto our poodle? Because it is a girl, I do want her to wear like a dress. So we're just gonna say summer summer dress. Add. So keep in mind, you don't have to choose these options. This is just to give you an example of what you can choose, but you can always add your own. Eye style, let's do some crystal eyes to add some sparkle to the eyes. Are we adding a crown? No, but we can add some earrings. Mood, let's say happy and cheerful. Background, we can do an enchanted forest, cherry blossoms. That would work for our summer theme. And now we're going to go to step number 1, which is copy the prompt. And then we go to step number 2. And step number 2 will open up our Gemini Google app AI page. We're going to go to paste. All right. And then go. All right. So now here is the image that we received. They did do the blossoms in the back. They did a pretty lake in the background, and there is my white poodle with the crystal shiny eyes. Now this image is ready to go, so I'm going to download. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Printify store in order for me to upload this to my product list. All right, so it's just taking a little longer, but these are my products that I currently have. Now I automatically, the page automatically signed me in because I was in here earlier today. So also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create, not order, I want to create a product. There we go, create product. Here it'll give me trends. Printify is pretty good with this. Trends of what people are actually checking out, they're buying, they're looking at. All right, we can log out of this. We don't need to be there. And it's asking you questions. Okay. So this is my page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the product that I want to create. So I go to my little hamburger. I go to my catalog. And I go to accessories, and I want a notebook, notepad, stationery. There we go. And on here, Printify will give you different options on what it is that you want to create. All right, it's got calendars. Very cool. All right, let's start with something basic, not too expensive. This is a coloring book, which will have blank pages for you to fill in. Or we can do like a wall calendar, well, we don't want a hardcover book, no. Soft cover book. This is pretty cheap. Okay, let's move on to this one. All right, start designing. Okay, so on the sidebar here, you get the different options. So what we're trying to do right now is upload. I'm going to upload from my device because I did download it. Here it is. And it's saying, which side do you want this picture to be? Well, we want it on this side, and right now I'm going to show you how we're going to get a back side of this, okay? All right. All right, let's stick to the middle. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's do the little hand to move the picture over. All right, in this case, oh, sorry, move the hand out. You will see that um, these are like the different lines when it comes to printing, right? So what you want to do is you want to put it in the middle. Okay, so when they print it, there's no white space printed on there. So that's the middle. Let me just zoom out again. And we just have to make sure that everything is covered. Okay, it is. We want it to be to the edge. Why? Because we want to pass this big, thick black line. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go back to AI and we're going to say, please provide the background only of this image. Do not include the white poodle. All right, so we are asking Gemini that we just want the background. Okay, sorry, I can't edit images for you yet. Can I generate an image instead or help with something else? All right, this is one thing I want you to learn about Gemini. Gemini, if you don't have the paid version, they will not continue working with you. Fine. I have ChatGPT. And I pay for my ChatGPT, so I'm going to upload the picture. Upload the picture. And there it is. Plus, add photos. I will be choosing my picture of my dog. And I will say the same thing. Please provide me with the background only of this image. Do not include the white little dog. Let's see what ChatGPT is going to do for us. Well, thank you, ChatGPT, for saving us today. Now that Gemini did not want to work with us, okay, we will download this. Download it. Now we are going to add it. Upload on my device. Upload our background. Okay, now we're going to zoom out. We're going to fix this. So it is, okay, it's covered, good. It's covered passing those black lines on the border. Great. Now, this book can actually be printed with different designs in each page, but we're not doing that. We just want to do the cover, do a preview. Okay. I am so used to other platforms giving me like a 3D look, and this Printify does not. That's okay. Okay. I can download the mockup. Why am I downloading it? Maybe because I want to add it to my social media, which would be a great idea if you did something like this. There you go. Gives you the back. It gives you the front and the back. This is beautiful. We did a good job. Okay. You can sell it as a glossy or matte notebook. If you have a different background, you can add here. So for example, if we have a mock-up background of a school desk, we can add it here. But right now we just have that, so that's fine. All right, so now we're going to get our mock-ups that we're going to decide. So this is glossy, this is matte. We're doing glossy, remember? Okay, so save. But I also want the rest of them. I want also the back and the I also want this one. And I also want this one. And I'll just take one of those to show people that there's nothing inside. Now, if we wanted to make a lined notebook, we could. But in this case, we're just choosing the outside. Now, if you wanted a lined, we would have to go to Canva and then create a line page and then just add that page in each page, right? Okay, so here, Printify gives you an automatic text that you can add for your title, your description. It also tells you how much the cost would be for shipping in the US. And also your profit margin. It's currently, they automatically give you a 40% markup. So you will make at least 40% out of this sale. And the book will be sold for $13.25. My profit will be $5.30. And now what I can do is publish. Once my product is published, it will show up in my store. And I can actually show you how that would look as well. I can go to my store, so we'll just open up a new one, and it's called muñecasprintify.me. If I go here, it'll show as the latest product. Here it is. It's $13.25. If I click on it, it'll show it's an 8x8. It's providing options to the client, but I'm just providing the glossy because I think it would look nicer by showing the glossy version of this book. But hey, if you want to show the matte version, you can do that too. Just download those mock-up pages, I'm sorry. Okay, and then we can, just if you want to read, just to make sure that it is pertaining to what you are selling. So there you go, guys. This is the way you can create an image using the app builder, okay, the Imagination animal art design. So if you are interested in using this, then all you have to do is click on the link below and make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.